Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Let's go!
A very unique opportunity coming our way tonight. Hi there, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, and we are guaranteed to see a first-time Super Bowl champion in just a few hours. Only a handful of teams have failed to win it just yet, and two of them are hoping to change that tonight.
And normally, Kate, that'd be an advantage, right? A team so hungry for that first title, facing someone who's done it before, but that is not the circumstance tonight. And you could just feel it. You could feel it from this fan base on both sides, these players. They wanted so badly to do something never done before.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
3rd down, here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Tight end going in motion here. On 4th down, it's Williams. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
He's on a quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Little tax on the extra point. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Gain 15 there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Williams from the gun. On the mark, Jacoby Myers. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Now Williams. Hits him on the in route. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, Williams. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
What is up? Vegas! Yes.
Throwing again on second, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Quarterback with his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion was just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Vegas!
Third and long for him here. Brian, close to the 8. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and goal, Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
6-yard line.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
Let it run! Tip it!
Throwing from the gun. Brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
Volunteer!
And it's incomplete on third and goal. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up fourth and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Here we go, set, go!
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Bengals are out in front. More from Santa Clara coming up.
On the ready.
Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Will Rupp from the gun. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with third and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Here's a screen for Achane. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First down.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down carry for Achane. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
60 by 6.
Third down run from Achane. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now lead by 10. Devon Achane with the touchdown. On his little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. To throw, Williams. That is complete. McBride on the slant. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First down from the 41. Now here's Williams. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. So that's going to take us back to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's Williams. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First down, Williams to throw. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Williams off the play fake. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler, go!
Now it's Milrow. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing in double coverage, odds are against you.
Ready, set!
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second and 10. No room to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Connecting on a slant. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. From the red zone on first. The 7. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Williams with the sneak. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. It's second and goal. Out of the pistol, Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
Bengals 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. This is a heater going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by A-Chan. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. And he's got a free play here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Well, they saw someone jump. They took their shot deep. Didn't get the connection, but they got the call. A free 5 yards coming with them. That penalty helps him out. Makes it 2nd and 7.
Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. That's the first down, and he's still going. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Audio Carrick making that stop.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Milrow. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Going all the way to the end zone here. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Panthers are tackled close to their own end zone. But the important thing is they got that football back.
You know, Kay, we worked long enough together. You know exactly what I was saying to our producer and talkback. Circle that play. That could be the play we come back to when this game's all said and done and say it's a turning point play. You hate picks in the end zone, and you hate them in the second half.
Williams on 1st down. Looking slant route, complete. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Working from the gun, Williams. Hauled in, again it's McBride. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panther first down.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
Go right side, and McBride has it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
We got Hornets! 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 Hornets!
On second down, it's Hubbard. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Clutch Spurs! Clutch Spurs! Clutch Spurs!
They'll throw third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing a fourth down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Paul, 32! 32! 32! Yes! 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 Yes!
He'll throw it. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go! Whiskey!
Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Panthers have the lead and the ball with a chance to claim their first title. First and 10 from the 32.
Volunteer! Yes! Tempo!
Williams from the gun. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Again, it's Williams. And set the screen, it's Hubbard. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Second and goal. At the 12-yard line.
What is up? LeBron, slam left. Go, LeBron.
Here's Williams again. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game.
Bengals 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Flush down out to his left. He's looking deep once again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
7 cards. Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Milrow. It's going to be an incomplete pass off the throw to the right. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you more interceptions.
And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And that carry only makes one on the plunge up the gut. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers with a 10-point advantage. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Vegas!
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third down. Here's Williams. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Panther 60. Here we go.
Milrow from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Panthers are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Hubbard again. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Let us up.
To the air on 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bengals make the interception on what is the final